Alright, okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of the Quicksesh 808 podcast. I'm Justin,
I'm Jeff.
Greg.
I'm Jay.
and since last week was Mother's Day, or about last week, yeah, about last week. Since last week was Mother's Day, our topic this week is actually going to be about our mothers and
Yeah.
all that good stuff. So, I guess the first thing we can talk about is how how did y'all celebrate Mother's Day?
At home?
I can go first,
All right,
like
dude.
last time. All right, so on Mother's Day, I woke up at 10 a.m., but my mom was already cooking,
Mm,
and she was already cooking, pancit, lumpia, some Filipino desserts that I don't know. I just eat it because it's good, and my contribution was I ordered catering from a local sushi place in Kaimuki Sai, and they use Japanese rice. My mom really likes that. So it was just all about my mom and my brother who doesn't live with us anymore, came and had dinner with us.
oh, that's nice of him.
Yeah, it's nice of him.
Yeah.
How do you get to your guys' house though? Cause like don't you guys have the car? Something like that?
Oh, we picked him up.
Okay.
Actually, no, he was dropped off because he lives with Finley. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh
gotcha.
shit, darkness.
Uh-oh, my old friend.
Still
Yeah,
my
we heard
old friend.
a cat. We heard a cat on your side. Was that on your side, Jeff?
No, it's my side. It's my side.
There is no cat on my side. I have no cats.
That's what I was saying.
Okay. I can go next. So for Mother's Day, I live by myself. So I got to actually I called her when I woke up. So I woke up around 7. And then, obviously they're in California. They were up already, and then I was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing today?" And then she was like, "Oh, nothing, just staying home." And I was like, "What?" Like I was genuinely mad because like if they weren't gonna celebrate it for her, like that's messed up. But she told me that her sister was coming over because they live so close, so they all barbecued over there. So yeah, I pretty much just FaceTime. Not FaceTime, but I pretty much just called, and then there's video chatting app called House Party, and I got to see her for a little bit. But yeah, that was my Mother's Day.
You guys use home party though. Like that's
It's
is that a
a
better
it's a
app or
cause it's the easiest thing because I have family on there as well. Yeah, so I
okay.
figured like she might as well download it too, so that she can use it for our family on the app as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
DJ, you can go next, man.
Well, Mother's Day. I don't think anyone did much of cooking at all, actually. So, we ended up just getting food from I guess it's called Kickin' Cajun, but it's essentially just like a clam bake type of like southern stuff. Like you just throw stuff into a bag, boil it, and just eat it. So, um, it was me and my brother-in-law. We ended up trying to order food for evening, but the thing is, when you went there, there's like just when it opens, you could order the food because the phone lines are always busy. So we just went in person. There's like 30 people there, and
Oh, so they were actually open though, right?
they were open
So
for orders, but
okay.
because it was Mother's Day, because they had other specials, because it's like you can get
Mm-hmm.
6 pounds of food, and then yeah. I don't think like my mom cooked it all that day because even after we ate lunch, we just ended up just getting dinner like at KFC or something. But the lunchtime was actually pretty nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like as far as like food and whatnot, because like previous Mother's Days you could just like I don't know get a present or something. I didn't really have like the resources to do so because getting anything online is not feasible. No stores are open, and it's nearly impossible to buy anything for my mom. Like, have you ever tried to like think like, oh, what would my mom even want for things if she doesn't want anything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, get her a bag or whatever, and like she's not gonna. She may or may not use it, but yeah,
It's the thought that counts every time.
yeah. I try to like that. That's the hardest part because it doesn't have to be the most expensive thing, but trying to figure out like she doesn't want anything, but what if I got something that she like didn't know she wanted, kind of deal. That's the hard part. Well, Jeff.
All right.
Oh, well, we ordered Chinese food.
Hey.
Way much more easier. But I was able to get my mom a new tablet.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. What kind?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was a Samsung 5E. So it's a step up from what she had.
Oh yeah, you had the A model one that you mentioned before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it goes up in size. So she likes it when bigger. You mothers.
Well, at least she's like using like the technology, I guess. Because if I got
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Then I also picked up a couple of the charms. So it wasn't more of a surprise. It was more of she actually did want those because I guess she likes to collect. It's the Pandora bracelets, the one where you can buy the charm.
Oh, those
then-
are-
Oh, and
those
then
are-
you could like add. You could
Yeah.
add things separately for each thing. Like
yeah,
those
yeah,
are
each
just-
yeah.
specific event.
Those
Okay,
are just very
that's cool.
fancy charm bracelets. I know they're
Yeah.
they're super
So,
popular.
hey. Jay's drinking Keaton.
Oh.
Cheers, Jay.
Oh,
I saw
Okay.
you.
cheers, friends.
Mhm.
Cheers. I don't have alcohol in the house right now. I gotta go pick up this weekend or something. Man.
I offered you some, man. Went to
I
Costco.
didn't know what to get at Costco because
Costco's a good.
those are big bottles. Yeah,
Costco's a good
Never,
resources.
never can go wrong with Macallan, brother.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's the one we the one
Yeah, that's the one.
It has that nice orangey.
Mhm.
That one is nice.
All right,
But
so
Pandora charms and the tablet. So that's new. And then we're recycling the Tab A for my dad down, so he can use that as a secondary device.
It's a nice.
So it works like a hand me down. All the good stuff goes to my mom first, and then it goes up to dad.
nice.
Maybe something to think about for the mother's birthday in July.
Oh, nice,
Because
nice.
then I got my dad like a iPad like a few years ago, but she mostly commandeers it in the first place. And then my dad just goes back to his phone, so I figured, hey, why don't I just get her own iPad? I don't know. I'm considering it. She doesn't need like the high spec. She just plays the same slot game. She's so I don't know. I don't even play mobile games. She plays way more mobile games because she's all about that slot life.
Does she prefer bigger screens or
Bigger?
Oh,
No. Like, cause that. Well, I guess it's if anything that's bigger than her phone, it's already preferable already. Like
okay.
like an
'Cause,
iPad Mini is already bigger than her phone because she has like an iPhone
Yeah.
8 or whatever.
The iPad Mini 5 is pretty legit, and then I think there's the current or the iPad Air that's the most current iPad is I think it's 10 plus inches, and then it uses the specs are pretty high. I think, right?
I guess so, but like I know what like my mom does like on like iPhone because like I'm not into the iOS environment, but like I know that it's really good for my parents since they're like, hey, it's easy enough that they can navigate it without like minimal stuff, but God forbid you have to like Wi-Fi is not working or trying to access their banking app or something, that I handle all of that.
The tablets are really good for Apple products.
I try to make it so that it's as easy to log in as possible, fingerprints and all that. I don't know about face
Yeah.
recognition because I don't know if they can even handle that.
Okay.
All right.
All
so,
right.
Next
Everybody
question.
went?
Yeah. So next one is a pretty interesting topic. Your mother's cooking. Like, how does it what does it do for you? Like, how do you feel after eating it?
It nourishes me and makes me feel good, like all food
Regret
does.
sometimes.
Yeah,
It's strictly Filipino food. With salt, vinegar, the staples,
High in fat.
adobo, high in fat. It's on the drier side. I don't
Oh.
think my mom has ever tried cooking things outside of Filipino food other than, local things like mabo tofu,
Okay.
fried rice. Um, it's a lot of fish dishes.
A lot of Filipinos make fish dishes. To be fair,
Hmm.
They do.
yeah.
In some way or
Staple.
form.
Yeah. Oh, and gulai. I don't know what the word is.
Gulai.
Right? Goro.
A
Goto.
Gulai,
What
vegetables or something.
what kind of vegetables?
What?
Saluyot.
There's lots of
Um,
vegetable dishes.
pi- pinakbet.
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 Pinakbet?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
One sec.
pinakbet. I like pinakbet.
Pinakbet is good. Pinakbet.
Yeah, I
Mm,
like how my mom cooks lumpia because it's super oily. When you bite into it, you can just kind of
oh
you
yeah.
just kind of
Yeah.
drink the oil.
I can
Oh,
just
man.
I can
I
just
don't think my
soak it up.
mom made. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think my mom made lumpia in a while. Like,
Yeah, my mom adds Brussels sprouts to give it a crunch,
To
hmm,
lumpia.
I think my grandma
Yeah.
does that, and then yeah, it's nice. I would
or
prefer that
bean
over
sprouts.
raisins.
Bean sprouts.
Oh, when
Yeah.
he said Brussels sprouts, I'm like, I feel like
Oh, it's a cat.
math going off in my
Yeah.
head. Like, how are you doing that?
Beyond near.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant like bean sprouts.
What
Bean
when
sprouts.
you say lumpia,
Brussels sprouts.
like not like banana lumpia or like just normal vegetable lumpia or whatever lumpia.
But
She
well,
puts
banana lumpia is toron, right?
Well,
no.
no. The thing is, you can make
Totally
lumpia.
with that, right?
Yeah, it can be a bit longer for the most part for Toron, and you have
Mhm.
like that signature, that caramelized
It's
sauce on the outside.
Yeah,
But
the brown
lumpia,
sugar.
sugar.
but lumpia in the sense could just be the wrapper and banana and or whatever filling in that case.
Pork,
Oh yeah.
bean sprouts.
I just when he said lumpia, I was just thinking, oh, maybe she puts it to banana lumpia. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge.
no.
I hate to say it though, but our fucking Veneers banana lumpia is
'Kay.
fucking like Veneers
I-
banana lumpia is better than my mom's banana lumpia, which is
like
pretty trippy.
like veneer specifically, right?
Yeah, Veneers banana lumpia, not his banana lumpia, but the banana lumpia he makes.
You know, you wouldn't have known if you didn't say anything. You didn't have to. You didn't correct it.
This could have been
You
out of
know.
context. Hmm.
Oh,
So-
but yeah, his banana lumpia is the good though.
Oh yeah.
Or his banana, whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, Justin, how
No one will. No one will.
So I haven't had my mom's cooking in over what is that called?
A year.
A year,
A-
like
a-
combined now.
a
Since
period.
I've moved out.
A periodic.
I really miss it. Like,
sucks because like Cali, right? It's you can't even.
yeah, I can't even drive to their place or anything. So like, my favorite dishes from my mom is like, damn it, Greg.
It's like he's dying or something. He's not gonna stop thinking about it.
It's right. It's right. Okay, so what was what are the dishes that you missed then?
So, obviously her adobo. I miss that the most. All right, I'll stop. I'll wait for you, bro.
Well, we can talk if you're gonna keep talking about lumpia, you can get that all over your system.
Okay.
I know my friend's mom makes like the best toron that I've ever had in my life because no matter how long it's been sitting out, it's still
It's still
crunchy. It's still crunchy. It's mind blowing. Yeah.
Do you like the one that are neatly wrapped, or the one that's like the jagged edges coming?
Like you're gonna seem like if it's like long and there's like a little bit, and it really depends because the jagged edges,
Yeah.
of course,
the sugar.
yeah. Because with that toron, like that's because that's how my friend's mom makes it, and like he had
Mhm.
it at his wedding, too. But I've been eating it for like years since like at least like I don't know, at least like a decade or so. Like if I ever like swing by like a party or something, or he might bring some over too. But yeah, that's like one thing. But you know, we don't have to like pat every other's moms in the back. We're talking about our moms now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was I
Alright.
think that's the difference because Veneers one was the one you guys were mentioning, the long ones, right?
Yeah,
But
like-
my mom likes to do
Greg.
I'll wait.
You know how you mentioned
I'll wait.
how you mentioned the neatly wrapped banana lumpia? That's how my mom
Yeah.
does hers.
Okay.
She uses the apple bananas, right? So small.
I
ones.
honestly have no idea. I don't know the recipes.
You
I've
can't-
never made.
You can use apple bananas only because it has that nice
Yeah.
sweetness to it, and they're compact enough. Like normal,
You could actually
like
apple
like
banana.
like like normal like I don't know the what's the word, species or whatever different kind breeds of bananas.
Peanuts,
But I know that
whatever,
I know
yeah,
that I know like I guess ladyfingers or those purple bananas. They seem to be more ideal for
Mm-hmm.
that. Uh, but yeah, so you said you missed your mom's cooking,
Adobo.
Justin, adobo
Oh yeah,
specifically.
so pretty much like because I don't really eat a lot of Filipino food. Like I
Mm.
was like I eat, like I think it's like obviously adobo, pork or chicken, and like pancit, lumpia,
Mm-hmm.
The
and then
standards, though.
there's also like the guisantes, pork
Oh,
guisantes.
Gisantes?
Yeah,
That's I
Uh,
love Consantos.
Gisantes
that's
is the red
the
one,
one with
right?
the
With the
peas in it. Yeah,
Gisantes I know is peas. Not
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Does your mom add raisins into Consantos?
No, that does not sound good.
Oh,
That
Hey,
not for Gisantes specifically. He adds it to like menudo or yeah,
menudo, yeah, I
menudo.
understand.
Menudo is like guisantes, just minus the peas. So
which is the one
Yeah.
with the
Okay.
garbanzo beans?
that could be
That's igado, yeah.
iguado, but
Yeah.
it really
Mm.
depends. So with like menudo, they can add raisins for that part of the sweetness. But I feel like my mom
I'm not a big fan of that.
she makes that more often than she does guisantes. Maybe my mom doesn't like peas.
Uh,
And then I think the last one I like from her is Batsu.
Matsu. And I'm not familiar with that actually.
I think they said it's pork and squash. A pork and
What kind of
squash
squash?
dish.
What, is it the squash that we put
What kind of
to the
squash?
chicken noodle, the chicken soup?
Is it
The
is it like thicken? Does the pumpkin thicken the squash thicken the soup,
No, the
or
soup
it's
is
literally
actually
just cut
it's
up?
pretty soup. It's just cut up.
is that what it's called? The where we use
That's what my parents call it. They call it
the
batsu.
kombucha. You use the kombucha
Well,
No, that
and
isn't that.
like
I don't
kabocha
know.
is like that. The specifically when my mom makes stuff with like squash, it's like karabasa. So it looks
What's inside there?
yeah, it looks like because they'll use that as the base, but other things would be like long beans, pork, for example, would be inside
Mhm.
there, and the sauce can either I guess the base could either be kind of what's the word, not runny, but maybe not quite thick either. But
Mm.
yeah, like maybe
Ooh.
as a kid, I'd probably
Uh,
eat some squash.
quick. Adobo. How does your mom make the adobo? Is it dry or wet?
Wet.
Wet.
Yes.
Wet.
Yeah, wet. Like
Wet.
there's what do you mean by
Okay, because
Like
if you
why?
guys had dry adobo, fuck.
I guess
You're gonna have to beat that up.
What?
I guess it really depends. Like, because then sometimes my mom's adobo is a bit hit or miss because I'm not like a big fan. It depends when I look at it. Like I don't know if this is gonna be super good, but there are other times where it's actually pretty good.
Cause you know the thing where like the older generation they like to make sure their meat is cooked, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really dry at times. So
It
that's
is definitely cooked.
like sometimes like I
Yeah.
don't like it,
Yeah,
but
Well
yeah.
done.
I still like it.
It's I know for my mom, she prefers like well done steak, but then that's
Yeah,
counter to what me and my dad likes.
yeah.
And then for like the adobo, yeah, she makes the wet style. But then I know my auntie, she does the dry version of the adobo, and then I just it's still good, but I still prefer the wet adobo more.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like this
Yeah.
makes more sense to me. But like,
Oh,
I'm
did you
pretty.
guys notice?
Hmm?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Uh, I know like my mom doesn't make like chicken adobo a lot. I do like chicken adobo.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and
Oh, does your mom use the chicken wings or does she use the chicken thighs?
it depends. If it's chicken thighs, then typically it's just it may as well just be shoyu chicken because maybe she doesn't use enough vinegar. But if she uses the chicken wings, the small drumettes, then that's definitely chicken
Yeah,
adobo. The way that she makes it.
yeah.
Yeah. I prefer,
You guys
using chicken breasts with
or chicken
adobo.
adobo?
Yeah, for chicken adobo, I feel like it needs to be dark. It
Oh,
needs to be dark meat. That's just
I
how it is for me.
I haven't tried white meat or yeah
Like me,
chicken breast
it just seems a bit odd for
or
adobo
adobo.
in my
Yeah.
opinion, because breast tends to be a bit of a drier meat, and you definitely need
Hmm.
quite a bit of technique to just make it like, oh, this doesn't taste like chicken breast kind of deal.
So I'm gonna wait till I get a sample of your chicken breast
I do love.
adobo then.
I'm a thigh man myself.
Oh, wasn't there? You guys notice too? Did you guys ever notice? When your mom or your family cooked chicken pork adobo?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, it used to be just pork belly, but all of a sudden, they started adding the pork ribs.
Um, sometimes I know that my mom only does pork belly as far as adobo is concerned. If my
Okay,
mom
okay,
does
okay.
if my mom does ribs, it's either in like a soup,
Lauya, yeah,
yeah, in
yeah, lauya.
like la uya in the soup form, or she does like just
Okay.
barbecue ribs, you know.
Okay. How about for you guys then? So like, because I noticed like when I hit high school, we started seeing a lot more pork ribs in our adobo. Like, what happened to the pork belly?
As
That's what
far
happened.
as I remember, there was always the ribs in it.
No way, bro.
Yeah,
Huh?
because my parents like to eat the bone, like you know
Ah,
how
okay,
like
okay.
like we do for Colby and stuff like that. We
Yeah,
eat
yeah,
around the bone and everything. Yeah, they like to do
yeah.
that. So
The
Okay, okay.
the bone
Do they suck the
imparts
bone too for the marrow?
it imparts a very good
yeah, they
taste.
do.
It's just having
Okay.
something bone in for a lot of the dishes and like especially seems to make the definitely makes it a lot richer as far as like how it
Yeah,
tastes.
Yeah,
true, true.
definitely.
Like oxtail, oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
love oxtail.
Oh,
Yeah, like I guess between like I don't know, like what are the dishes that you think your mom makes the best?
It's hard to say because it's very biased.
Yeah,
I guess
I've at least met like my mom makes a lot of stuff, but I've been able to narrow it down for like two things for my mom that I know for a fact she makes way better than anyone else as far as her. One is her Mickey.
Mm,
my mom never
I
tried
miss
this.
Her
Mickey.
Mickey. If you ever had my mom's Mickey, you'd be like, oh my god, like f all this other Mickey. This is like the way to do
I'm
it for
waiting.
sure. I'll bring it
So
someday.
cute.
I'll
I'll bring
expect
it.
some delivery after you call work one day.
Oh yeah, what like that's if she ever makes it because my mom's retired now, but to this
Mm.
she's been retired since 2017. But to this day, her old working place still calls her periodically, and she'll do
Oh, for
orders
the
for
Mickey.
them. Yeah,
Okay.
it's that good, and I've brought it to work a
You know,
number of times too, and every single coworker is like, "Oh my god, like where'd you get this?" And my mom like, "Oh my god, can we order this kind of deal?" Because all the other
How
Mickey I've
come your
had,
workers guess, you know?
the
I
thing is,
thought we were friends.
all no although like of course considering my field a lot of them are Filipino, the ones that really did like it were the non-Filipino ones too, and they never had it, but
Wow.
that's just dish number one. Dish number two is when my mom makes ribs. I don't know,
oh, the barbecue ribs.
yeah, she found some kind of technique because she doesn't barbecue it per se for the most part, but her technique on getting it to work, I don't know, like she boils it for sure,
Mm.
and then
Okay,
she
okay.
imparts some kind of course there's some kind of like normal barbecue sauce that she throws a bunch of stuff in, and then she bakes it,
Mm.
falls off the bone, like just like that. It's so
Uh,
good. But
Mm.
those are the only two things I'm confident with my mom. Everything else is pretty standard for my mom, I think.
mm. You guys can go.
For me, it's the pork quesadilla. I always see, even if I'm like dieting, I have a bowl of that with rice. And then there's this way my mom cooks pork butts. She kind of like, I don't know what she does, but she kind of grills the not grill but fries the pork butt so it gives it there's like some kind of crunch to the fat part.
So like a whole
Really good.
slab, a big
Yeah, like a whole
piece of.
slab. She'll put
Oh,
a whole slab in oil.
that's wow.
I can already feel the burning on my skin right now. Just cooking. Just throw it out like.
That's like the chicharron.
You ever just like cook this far?
Yeah. It's when I don't pay attention to the oil, the temperature of the oil. Yeah, it's like so. Like the whole pork butt, she would put into like a pot of
Yeah,
oil, and then, huh?
yeah. I kid you
Dude, that's
not.
like
It's amazing. I mean, use a lot of Wasan oil, but it gets the job done.
yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah,
she
yeah.
cuts it up and then like gives it another braise. And
Good to go. Yeah.
She likes to
I was
throw.
a fat kid.
Then she throws that kamatis on it with the tomato
You gotta cut
on,
the fat somewhere. Yeah.
and the onion and the salt.
That's
Onion,
like
salt.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's the best kind.
that's koali, right? That's that style.
Lechon
Lechon,
Kuali. Yeah.
where
Oh,
you
there's
need
the name
something.
for it.
Well,
It's something
they'll
similar, I guess.
because they'll use pork butt, but like it can also be like pork belly, for example, too.
Mm.
But the way they did describing
Mhm.
it sounds like it's you can definitely use that cut because the skin definitely gets crispy. It's pork.
Yeah. So the garnishes too, right? Like how you mentioned, is the kamatis, the onions, some type of like vinegar, shoyu style to
I do.
help cut the fat, right?
Hmm.
That's always good.
I like to make
There
that
you
on the
go.
side sometimes.
So, honestly, I don't remember, but I will say I do like when she makes lumpia.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I mean, it's pretty cliche to say like you could taste the love that they put into it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think just every dish my mom cooks, I've learned to appreciate it more so nowadays. Just because, you know,
It's not
well,
readily available, right?
yeah, definitely. But like, yeah, so I guess it's just every dish that she makes. Cause like I was telling like Veneer and them earlier, like I started to eat goat now.
Oh, caldereta.
Caldereta, yeah, yeah. I tried that. I liked it. So like, I've just
Gold though.
they have their ways.
You can like you can
But
use
they
Richard's
have
Meat
their
Market was
ways.
the only place I remember that sold gold, like as the whole gold.
Oh,
where Don Quixote?
Richard's Meat Market, the
I've seen
one
him at Don Quixote
across
actually. I've seen it at Don Quixote too actually.
Don Quixote actually has gold too.
Yeah, they've had whole
Cooked
goat.
or non-cooked?
Not like non-cooked. Like I just straight up see like a small goat in like a bag that's wrapped up. You don't see the goat itself, but it definitely is goat. It
what?
says right there. Yeah, I'm serious. Well, Waipahu did, but it's Waipahu.
So
Oh
you had
yeah,
So
caldereta recently, then, Justin?
yeah. When I went to their housewarming party,
Oh,
Oh, cool, 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 cool.
yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I never had gold in a while. Two dishes, kind of like Jay. The adobo and her papa eat.
Papa.
You guys know what papa eat is?
What's Papa Eat?
Panapa
what's in
ita.
it?
Oh, Panapa Itan.
Yeah, it's either called papa eat or panapa itan, but then it's essentially like a beef soup but with the bile and then like the sidle and then
I,
organ meat plus beef and then the stump lining too, right?
Hmm.
I like
Yeah,
I
Honestly, I'm pretty sure I've tried a lot of these things, but I don't
yeah,
remember.
yeah,
like I'm
yeah. It's
not.
just
I just don't like that bile smell that
the
ends up in my
yeah. So
house. I hate it. That's probably
so
what.
she doesn't put the bile. She doesn't put the bile. She doesn't put the organ meat. So it's literally just the stomach lining plus the beef, yeah, and then the chili. And I was like, okay, this
Oh,
is
oh, okay.
Oh,
Like
that sounds better already.
if my parents made it like that, then sure, maybe I'd like it better. But I just open my door. Oh, Panapa Itan. Close my door.
yeah. So I guess she over the years I remember when I was younger she did used to add all those stuff, but then as the years go by, so she started I guess catering it to what we what we prefer.
Mm.
It
Hmm.
it came down to a much more I put a cleaner version of what the original recipe would be. Like
Simpler.
yeah,
Yeah.
because there was no like blood. Oh man, I honestly still can't do what you call it. Dinugo one.
Yeah.
Ginagawa.
Yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
cannot.
I can.
it's really like
No, sorry, I'm not bragging.
yeah,
I
All right.
unfortunately even when my mom cooks it, that's more for my daddy. I just it's, that's
it's really rich.
like iron because it's for people who don't know. Oh, sorry. Dinuguan is essentially pork with cooked in its pork blood essentially. So sometimes it's
Yeah,
wet,
it's not
sometimes it's not.
chocolate. If someone tells you it's chocolate,
They call
they're
it
Yeah,
lying.
they call it choc.
nickname is chocolate meat.
You call it chocolate
Chocolate
meat,
meat.
but it's already like
Yeah.
a lot of like red flags right there.
No,
Chocolate meat.
there's there's no
So the
chocolate.
Yeah.
I honestly just
Liars.
the thought of it too. Like I don't even remember what it tastes like, but I'm just gonna guess that it's very rich, like irony because of the blood. But I
Yeah.
don't know. Well, how would you describe it now? Like that? Great. You hear me?
Irony.
Okay.
The irony in it.
Yeah, I was
Not
I was
volume
gonna
up.
say something earlier about the Mickey.
Yeah.
Did it taste fine?
That was pretty
Did it blow
fun.
your
Haha,
Jay?
Yes,
I
Gotta
got
be
it.
quick, dog.
it does blow my mind.
Does she add the stuff, the quail eggs, and then
Oh,
the chicharon too?
she does actually. This the thing is,
Oh, quail eggs. You're so good with it.
because the thing is, there's like chicken and the quail eggs, but the real like thing is like just the noodles and the base. So my mom will either use like if she goes to the Philippines or has someone go to the Philippines, she'll bring whatever noodles back in. But preferably when my mom uses, she actually uses udon. And
Udon
Oh,
noodles
really?
instead of the
udon
chopped
works.
one style.
Yeah, like she'll take something and
Okay,
she'll
okay.
cook it and chop it up. Udon works so well with Mickey, like it with the sauce
That's
and
her
whatnot.
secret.
Yeah, udon is definitely it. And sometimes she'll throw in like a little bit of the rice noodles. You know how like the clear noodles and whatnot. But
Oh, the vermicelli style.
I know that some like I guess in some dishes still use like some of the regular noodles and then some of the rice noodles. But she only uses a bit of the rice noodles and then she uses udon or some thicker noodles because it helps absorb. So at first, of course, it's somewhat runny, but it gets better as it sits.
Isn't that like a?
It's like
curry,
the
right?
Interesting.
it's like the perfect party dish because she'll bring it at first and it'll just be runny, but as the party goes along, it gets better and better.
Coagulates, right? Or
Yeah,
it's,
so it
okay.
gets thicker, and even if you were to microwave it, it still keeps the same like viscosity, and it's still very good at like holding its flavor.
I
So,
feel like
Just
even
like
adobo,
curry.
I prefer
Yes.
adobo a couple days
but
after it's cooked.
udon works very well as far as that's concerned. But I don't think she has any particular brand as long as it's udon.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So cooking's done, food's done, Mother's Day's over.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're all adults now, doing our own thing. Well, for the most part, doing our own thing,
Mm-hmm.
working and whatnot. How has your how has your mom affected your life? Like the decisions you made and like growing up and whatnot. This is a good one.
I'll go last.
So, okay,
You what?
I can go first again.
You pass.
I'll go last. No, say I'll go last.
I was like, oh, you pass. Like I can go after Greg. Go ahead.
All right. So a lot of the stereotype, Filipino moms want their kids to get into nursing, and my mom wanted me to get into nursing, but it did not work out.
I see you pointing at
Can you hear me?
pointing at the wall, because you're in the right corner for me. Anyway,
Can you
but
hear
yeah,
me?
but yeah, for you,
Yeah,
no, just like
yeah, but we're just like Jay's done. Jay's over here for me, and then I
like
guess Justin is.
Okay.
I'm in the bottom left corner in my area. Anyway, so nursing.
Yeah, it didn't work out well. I did take take some prerequisites, but I actually didn't get a good enough grades, and it was actually just going to school, so I actually switched majors about 3 years into college, and I went into a different path. But you still feel like some kind of guilt,
Mm.
disappointing your parents, but I think overall, I've still managed to keep my head straight and still focus on my studies to like, you know, prioritizing, money, you know, we all need money. So I actually went into a job that was still in my skill set, but I was still able to get a work that makes, a modest amount of money. And I think one of my dreams right now is to buy my parents a house. So,
Damn, brother. I wish you luck on that.
yeah,
That's gonna be a bit rough, though.
J mom.
Hmm. As far as like influences, well, my mom wanted me to get a good education like the entire way through ever since she like got here. So my mom came like in the 80s, so came like actually like 79. My sister was born in like 1980, and I was born in 87. But I guess she already came here as an LPN, so like a licensed practical nurse. So she was working like that from the 80s up until 1990, where she became she got her bachelor's in science in nursing, and then she worked that entire way through. But she worked like multiple jobs just to send like me to private school the entire way through, from like K to 12 for the most part. So she'd be working all the time, and influence wise, I guess I took her work ethic because she never whined about work. She just did it. Like she said, like if you're gonna be doing any job, you may as well do it well no matter what you're doing. So she never actually pushed me into my current career. She said just do whatever. Actually, she wanted to be a doctor because males, Filipinos, doctors. My uncle's a doctor. I kind of look like my uncle too, but he has my cousin, so his son, so he can push his dreams to him. So I don't know. I've been kind of considering, but like my mom just wanted me just I guess get a good education and do what I want to do. So I wanted to get into computers initially, but I did it for like a little while, and I didn't really like the field as a whole because I liked it as a hobby, like in high school. Like I'm pretty sure that's part of what I knew Justin about because I was in computer club in high school, and
Yeah, buddy.
there's only like four people in computer club, and it seemed interesting at the time. But as I tried to do it after high school, it didn't seem like a field I could see myself doing for a long time, and my mom was like, "Oh yeah, just if you gotta just do that, just do whatever, just do what you want to do." So, my mom worked to send me to private school, and then when I went to a college, I went to college on a scholarship. So everything was paid for. Whatever my mom was saving for college, she didn't have to use to pay for my college because everything was already paid for. So my mom could use whatever she wanted for that money, and she didn't even mind paying for like my books and all that sort of stuff. She just wanted me just get an education. So I pursued what I could in that case, and here I am now, nursing.
That's awesome.
That'll be a different story of why I got into nursing in the first place. But my mom, it didn't matter if I was in the medical field or not. She just wanted me to just go the distance.
Nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, so my mom, she's just the typical supporting type, like, just as long as you get a good education or get an education kind of thing, you can do whatever you want after that. But other than that, because me and my dad, well, my dad's hard headed, and so am I. I guess I get that after him. So we butted heads a lot on like things we did around the house and just everyday life kind of thing, and like life choices, I guess. So she was just always there to like keep me level headed kind of thing. Because if she wasn't there, I'm pretty sure I would have been out of my house a long time ago. Because I could not stand fighting with my dad a lot. But she's just the perfect. How am I trying to say this? She's the perfect. Oh my. She's the perfect.
She's perfect there.
She's perfect. She really keeps me level headed when it comes to the rest of my family. And like we grew closer when, because for a year or so I ended up not working for a while and just helped out at home. So I ended up dropping her to work, taking her home from work, and just spending a lot of time with her after. So we got closer, and then like yeah, she's just perfect, I guess, as Greg would say it. She's perfect.
That's good, man. I guess something similar to what Justin and Jay had, where my mom wasn't big on a certain or like a particular like career field for me, which is, I mean, that's actually you know goes against the stereotypical Asian mom parent, right? Where you either got to be a nurse or a doctor, high end field. Um, so there wasn't too much of a push, kind of like what with Jay is like just get a good education. Hopefully, you get into a field that you like. Um, my dad lost his job quite early in when I was in college, so career paths changed because of that. Um, so it became more of a not more of what I like to do, is more of what is hot at that time. So I think we talked about it before. there was like a little bit of a, oh, we'll try out being a lawyer, but then reality hit harder. The world is not a happy place, so that wasn't gonna fly. There was also, when I was talking with my counselors, is that you do not make a lot of money to support a family as little. It would require a lot more education to try to into to the political, in short of being in somewhere like a politician or trying to get into law school, which is another expense that's pretty rough at that time. During the college or during my educational period, I believe it was 75K for the
Yeah.
for the curriculum. So that wasn't something that we could afford, even if we do the whole thing. Uh, so lo and behold, IT field was hot at the time. Uh, it's a
I think it
saturated
still
area.
is.
Yeah, definitely is.
It still
Yeah.
is.
So it worked out. It's something that I do enjoy the, and it does make a pretty good amount of money. So it came down to what I needed to do to support my parents is what decided my, not just my mom, but my dad also, right? Like they did a lot for. I'm the only child, so like who's gonna take care of them? Whatnot. So
Hmm.
um, that's how the career path was chose. It was, we already were down to only one income in the family. While I was trying to finish college, picked up a part-time job, applied for more for more FAFSA, right, for grants. So that helped out with the expenses. But yeah, it was getting out of college as fast as possible and finding a steady job so that way I can start building a portfolio to
Mm.
where I can support my parents when the time comes. Because yeah, it's that was pretty rough. It's we had a lot of family issues. Uh, my my dad had a lot of family issues with brothers and then the father, right? So it led down to him losing his job, uh, which kind of sucks. But hey, what can you do, right? Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's essentially what happened. Is a whole career path was chosen because I needed to make sure I can provide, just because no one else is gonna, right? That's the morbid reality of it. But hey, do enjoy what I do right now. It does have its ups and downs, like all other jobs. But it does provide for the family, and I make enough to where I do have a little wiggle room to buy, for the lack of a better term, dumb shit.
Oh,
That's an okay word, right?
oh, oh,
Like,
like,
Hobbies. Call it
Yeah, I'm fine.
hobbies.
well,
I'll
if they can say that word with fervor in Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'm pretty sure it's fine. And Final Fantasy VII Remake
okay.
yeah,
is a teen-rated game, and they drop the S word all the time.
yeah. I mean,
All right.
well, yeah. That's essentially what the. I think I hopefully I answered the question properly, but
Yeah,
yeah, it's
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
definitely.
yeah. You're a dutiful son. That's really nice.
I mean,
yes.
yeah.
You said duty.
Can't roll
You
my
gotta
eyes
let him
enough.
have this, Greg, because you know.
You know, the whole lumpia thing that went on earlier.
Yeah, dude.
Frivolous items, yes.
But yeah, so
Yeah, Jeff brought it up. He was like, not veneers, but
not
vampire
Veneer's
lumpia.
lumpia, but how he makes the lumpia. Actually, that's pretty good time. We
Uh,
have 2 minutes left on the timer.
Hmm.
yeah. Anything you
Nice.
guys wanna talk about or like bring up, or we can try to brainstorm what you guys wanna talk about next time, kind of thing. Father's Day is coming up next month, but so that's a little bit.
Oh, isn't
Uh,
that? Oh, that's happening, huh? I'm losing track of holidays as far as
yeah.
stuff is concerned. What's the
Dude,
next holiday?
I'm really bad with holidays.
I think Memorial Day is coming this Monday actually.
I mean, do you guys do anything special for Memorial Day though? Like, honestly,
Not really.
Not before, probably now because what's it called? My grandpa passed in August, so I'm
Oh,
pretty
okay.
sure we'll be doing something like
Yeah.
possibly on Sunday, but
Ooh.
yeah.
We usually have the Lantern Festival, but that's canceled, I believe.
Wasn't there like
Oh,
a thing where you could do something online and they'll do something for you? I saw a commercial about it this way.
oh
I'll
no
probably
way.
like fill
Okay.
out something and they'll fill it out for you. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
that'll be
That's cool. That's
nice
cool.
because
Yeah.
but
That'd be the basic solution if anything.
but it would take so long because with a number of people they can definitely make the lanterns like, oh, there's so
Yeah.
many. but with like,
Yeah, but,
with a
like-
couple people, I don't know.
Yeah, but honestly, I think like the whole the idea of the Lantern Festival is just to be there in person to experience it.
Mm. It's
Yeah,
it's a very moving stuff, right? Because like you're at the beach, right, and then you just see
yeah,
all the
yeah,
land.
yeah.
Balls.
I think
Do
it's
they
the
I don't
whole.
think
do they
Mhm.
net it or
I
how
think
does that work? Do
I
they not
think
do
I
that
think
anymore?
I think the items that go out into the ocean are like biodegradable. So if it eventually
Oh,
goes out there, it's just gonna like dissolve or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, they wouldn't just like put trash into the ocean like that, like
yeah.
en masse without it having some kind of backup plan.
okay.
That'd
So
be-
we'll figure out what's happening. But otherwise, my name's Jeff.
Justin,
Greg.
And I'm Jay.
and
We'll
this
catch you
has
guys
been
next time.
this has been episode 2 of the Quicksesh podcast. And yeah, we'll catch you later.
Alright,
Bye.
we'll. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna